Hi, welcome to the Flynn's Carlo TV review of the new Nissan NV400. The NV400 comes in with a huge range of options. So it comes in front and rear wheel drive. It has single or dual wheels. So it has a weight capacity of up to 4.5 tons. Similarly, you have a huge amount of options when it actually comes to the engine, with 100, 125 or 150 brake horsepower options in the 2.3 litre common rail engine. The vehicle I'm driving today is the NV400 L4 H2, which means it's length 4, or the longest length, and height 2, the second highest in terms of the cargo area. So this vehicle I'm driving today is 4.3 metres long in terms of cargo and 1.8 in terms of cargo height. Now, the highest option actually comes with over 2 metres. So you have a huge amount of space inside in the back. And from my point of view, that means that whatever it is your application, you can find an option within the NV400 that suits you. This one is actually twin wheel and would also be rear wheel drive. Inside in the cargo area itself, we have this one ply lined. So of course that maximises the protection given inside in the cargo area itself to the van. Similarly on this one, you have the option of there's 3 different buttons on your key. So you have the normal one, which is for locking and unlocking, and you have another option there where you just unlock the cargo area. So if you're inside in town, that means that you're able to secure the cabin with your own belongings and yet be able to get access safely and with good security inside in town. At the back, there's also a step on this one because of the slightly higher floor level because of it being rear wheel drive. And similarly, from the point of view of anything that you're having to lift in and out manually, that means it's a lovely height in terms of access. The 150 brake horsepower engine that we have today has a 6-speed manual gearbox, and it's really smooth. It's a lovely power plant. It delivers the power in an effortless way, and it means that driving the vehicle is very car-like despite its size. I would say inside in the cabin is where it really wins out. It is designed with the driver in mind from start to finish. There's a huge amount of storage, and one of the things that I really like is that I have 2 power sockets in here, one of which is inside in the dash, and that means that I'm not using up the power socket for my GPS, and it means it's in a nice comfortable position, and it also means that the cable is out of the way and it doesn't impede anything else. But you have many storage features here that I really like. Huge amount overhead, huge amount in the door pocket, and similarly here on the dash. So if you have document storage as an issue, you really will find it well catered for inside in this van. Behind me there's a lined bulkhead, and it really cuts down hugely on the noise, and of course gives me a great feeling of security and safety simply because the product just can't get at me. There's a multi-adjustable steering wheel as well as seat, and I like having an armrest. When you're on the long journeys and you're in a situation where you need to be comfortable, it's a perfectly aligned driving position where I'm actually sitting pointing at the pedals, but I have places to rest both of my elbows as I'm driving. In addition, one of the other nice features that I like here is that there's a dash mounted clipboard, which again, if you're essentially functioning as a mobile office, it means it gives you great flexibility. On the NV400 you now have 5-year warranty as standard, and that gives great reassurance in terms of being able to control your costs, which is a major issue in any kind of commercial application nowadays. So above all, the things that I would like to draw people's attention to is firstly the comfort. It's like a sitting room on wheels, quite frankly. The mirrors and vision around such a substantial van are fantastic because you have super mirrors at the bottom that will allow you to minimise the possibility of any hidden areas. The gear change and power is something that I really like because it gives me great flexibility to find whatever is a gear that I'm comfortable at. And also on the dash here, it's actually reminding me when I should change gears to maximise my fuel efficiency. ESP is standard on the rear wheel drive. I have a sunglass holder, which of course really suits me. And again, one of the things in terms of getting your day's work done that I like is you have 105 litre of a fuel tank. which means it makes it easy to fill it at base station and go along and not have to stop for fuel during the day. And more importantly, it just keeps you working so that you get your day's work done. The engine PTO is standard, so again, if you're likely to have an application that includes a fridge or a chill unit, well then it's catered for without having to go and special order. So overall, the NV400 offers huge flexibility in terms of the options that are available. It means you can find the van that you really want, and you can find the van that suits your application. So have a look at the NV400, drive it today. You will be really surprised, and you will be in a situation where you'll get to appreciate that you can find the van that you want for what you need to do. Thanks, and we'll see you again.